Here comes my Waymo. It's flying in. Stop, bro. I'm right here.
Keep your seatbelt fastened, please. If you're traveling with little ones or expecting, please see the seatback card for more information. We'll do all the driving, so please don't touch the steering wheel or pedals during your ride. We may use interior cameras, check on riders, improve our products, and more. But our microphones are only on when you're connected to rider support. So sing your heart out. We can't hear you. You can also use the app or passenger screen to speak to
It's
a
nice in
rider
here.
support agent at any time.
Nice and clean car.
In case of an emergency, please keep your seatbelt fastened and remain in the car unless there's an urgent need to exit. Rider support will connect with you and provide assistance. Finally, relax and thank you for riding with us.
It's he was like surprised by that turn, going a little too fast there. Coming to a full stop, not a rolling stop. The seat's nice and comfy. I pushed everything back here. I'm gonna lean back a little here. Accelerates with confidence. Braking could be a little bit smoother, I would say. Like when it's coming to like a full stop. Like it doesn't need to it could be a little bit gentler. Turning right. Yeah, it gets up to speed nicely. Changing lanes. Oh, it's a nice, comfortable ride so far. Hopefully Tesla can launch their robotaxi here in Phoenix. As you can see, the roads are really nice and wide. We got big 3 lanes on like a normal street. We have 45-mile-an-hour speed limits on most of them. I think that's exactly why Waymo chose to start with Chandler. Very easy driving, Nothing too complicated. So we have seen, I think there's been some pictures of Tesla Robotaxi testing or having with their validation cars with the cameras, and I don't know if it's LiDAR or just cameras, but they were hiring autonomous vehicle operators. They had those positions open, so they're definitely working to get going here soon. The more competition we have in the space, the better it would be, because then we can bring down prices a little bit. This one was $12 and change. We are going, how many miles was it? I think like 8 miles, I want to say. 7 or 8 miles. Which is not bad, actually. But of course, if we can get it down to like the $1 a mile level, that would be definitely nice. I had to wait 8 minutes for the pickup, which I think it might have gotten there like a minute or two sooner. I wasn't keeping strict track of time, but it felt like time just kind of flew by. Like it alerted me that, you know, it was like 2 minutes away or whatever, and I didn't have to walk. I just had to come out of the little Carvana center, and they just picked me up on the street, so it's not like I had to walk too far for the pickup or anything. Let's just look around the car here. Plenty of leg room if you put your seat back to put, like I put my backpack down there. That's like a navy blue interior. And the sunroof, you can't really see, even though it has a big panoramic sunroof. You got the big LiDAR hats on top. I don't hear, some people had mentioned that they could hear the LiDAR in computers, and you know, there's some noise in the back. I'm not hearing anything. I had forgotten about that. I just remembered to pay attention to that. Maybe backseat passengers hear it. I'm by myself right now, so I don't know. I don't hear anything, and I don't have the music turned up very loud either. AC's nice and cool. I didn't even have to mess with that. But yeah, I mean, this is really a comfortable ride so far. No drama. We are changing lanes to go left. Or not. It canceled. Braking here is okay. I think it's that, let me see when it comes to a full stop. Yeah, no, here it's smoother. So for some reason in the streets, in those little smaller back streets, it seemed like it was braking a little more aggressively when it coming to like stop signs. But here it was perfectly smooth. Interesting. Yeah, and it's driving with enough like confidence and like, I wouldn't say, I don't think aggressive would be the right word, because I don't think it's aggressive, but it's confident enough to where it's not like a timid driver, you know? It's not like a timid robot driver. It hasn't had any so far phantom braking or freaking out over, you know, somebody doing something weird. It just seems like a, you know, fairly experienced driver who's driving with the speed limit but accelerating quickly enough to where you don't feel like, you know, you're like, oh, like, come on, let's go, you know. It's like nice comfortable pace. We are 9 minutes away. Now they don't go on the freeways still with passengers. They have been testing freeways, so hopefully that's coming soon. I think freeway, like for me to drive here to this Carvana Center to drop off my truck, it took like I think Google Maps said like 13 minutes, and I took the freeway. But for us, I think it was like 18 minutes or something. So, 5 minutes or so additional. Because it just took, just the streets. still just interesting experience but I honestly, like, I do not feel nervous. This feels just fine. When they're pretty transparent about their data. They've done 100 million plus miles. They have a better track record than other drivers in the city. Of course, they'll make some occasional mistakes. You'll see those videos. And just like anything, we should call out those mistakes and give them feedback so they can continue improving. But just to have this available in the city, it's nice. Need a quick ride, comfortable. You can talk to yourself. No one will judge you. You can talk to the video, camera, whatever. You pick your nose. What was I gonna say? Oh, Uber. So I did check Uber to see how much that would be, and Uber was actually gonna be like $15, so like $3 more. So it's like trying to change lanes, but then it changed its mind because I think someone was there. Let me see. Can I show you? I can't show you from here. Anyways, yeah, Uber was like $15, but it was a 3-minute wait. Compared to this was an 8-minute wait and $12 and change. So this was actually coming out cheaper. But of course I'd want a shorter wait time, but I would still pick this. I mean, if especially if it's like even cheaper, like, heck yeah, I can wait another 5 minutes. And you're getting a nicer car than just your Uber X. It's gonna be some busted up, Corolla or Camry. This is like a brand new car. Very comfortable seats. What I do hear is a slight bit of, I was like really trying to listen for the LiDAR and stuff. What I do hear, I think, is a slight bit of wind noise. Obviously the LiDAR stuff is like, and the sensors, they just stick out at the top. It's not the most aerodynamic design up there. So you can hear kind of like the wind just a tiny bit, like swirling around it. I wonder if I'd want to like drive. I'd want to like ride it on the freeway to see if it's actually obviously more noticeable there. If it gets to the point where it's annoying or what. But on these back roads, and it's not very noticeable. But it's there if you try to listen for it. Now, I think one of the differences I've noticed, at least based on the Tesla Robotaxi videos, the Tesla Robotaxi will kind of vary speed just based on traffic conditions. Sometimes it'll go a little bit over the speed limit. Sometimes it'll go a little bit under. Even if, if the road is like open, like this right now, where there's no traffic. Whereas I think Waymos are a little more strict about sticking to the speed limit. Now I don't know that for sure, but at least on this ride, I've noticed it's like sticking to the speed limit a little more, which is like 45 miles an hour, and that's fine. It's not like an annoyingly slow speed limit, so that's fine here. But I can see how I'd be curious, like if there's like rush hour traffic and like we're actually like moving faster than the speed limit, will it try to, because you want to go kind of, you know, a little bit with the flow of the traffic. So I'd be curious about that. Oh, interesting that it's deciding to go this way. It's kind of taken a little bit of a longer way to get to my place. Normally I would just go straight and then turn right, but this is just taking a little bit of a different route. It's not that much of a difference, but I think the other way is actually easier, so I don't know why it wants to come through here and make an unprotected left turn as opposed to just going straight and turning right into a small street. Alright, let's see how it handles this situation here. We got this landscapers parked here.
For your safety, the doors will remain locked when we arrive. Pull the handle twice to exit. The first pull unlocks, the second opens the door. Don't forget your phone, keys, or wallet. There are more drop-off options in the app.
I was like, don't stop here. Go a little bit further. Alright, boo-boo, this is good. Alright, Waymo, you can stop. You can stop now. Waymo, stop!
For your safety, the doors will remain locked when we arrive. Pull the handle twice to exit. The first pull unlocks, the second opens the door.
Alright, we're Thanks for the ride. Bye.